Okay guys, so some of you weren't here in class on Wednesday. I'm not in class today, but anyhow, in case you forgot, we have looked at solving systems of linear equations by graphing, and we've looked at solving systems of linear equations by substitution. What we're going to do today is you're going to do a bunch of practice problems, so I thought I'd do a couple of these with you to review how to do them. So the first question I want to look at is number 2. I could have started with number 1, but I'm going to start with number 2. So when you look at the system and we're solving by substitution, you want to look, do I know what x equals or y equals? Whatever one of the variables is, do we know what either x or y equals? And in number 2, we do know that y is x minus 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that x minus 1 and we're going to replace y with it. Now, why do we do that? We do that so that our variables are now all the same in that one equation. So we have 2x minus 3, but instead of writing y, we're going to write what y is, which is x minus 1, and that's going to equal negative 1. So now you solve that equation. So we have 2x minus 3x plus 3 equals negative 1. Combine like terms, negative x plus 3 equals negative 1. Solve for x, so negative x equals negative 4, so that means that positive x is positive 4. Once you know what x is, then you can find y. We know that y is x minus 1, so that means it's 4 minus 1, which means y is 3. Now, my ordered pair for the solution would be the ordered pair for 3. Check that. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 3 times 3 is 9. 8 minus 9 is negative 1. That works. So that's how you would check and solve that problem. Now, the other situation could occur in questions like number 8. If you look at number 8, do you know what x equals or what y equals? And the answer to that is no. So now what you have to do is decide which equation is going to be easier to maneuver. And I think the second equation is going to be easiest to maneuver because there's one variable that doesn't have a coefficient. So I'm going to start with that variable and I want to solve for x. So that tells me that x is going to equal positive 2y plus 11. Now I know what x equals. So I'm going to take what x equals, which is 2y plus 11, and I'm going to replace x with it. So I have a negative 7 times 2y plus 11 minus 2y equals a negative 13. So, distribute negative 14y minus 77 minus 2y equals negative 13. So negative 16y minus 77 equals negative 13. Add 77 to both sides, so negative 16y equals 64. And then we divide that by negative 16, so y is negative 4. Now that I know what y is, plug that in to find x. So x is 2 times negative 4 plus 11. So x would be 3. And again, to check that, okay, I could go up here. Negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. Minus 2 times negative 4, which is 8. So negative 21 plus 8 is negative 13. And that's good. So that's how you want to do these first 20, which are solving by substitution.